Now rewrite this passage an octave lower in alto and tenor clef. And treble clef, the music is on G, 1 sharp is G. So do, re, mi, re. Okay, sorry. So it's D. Let's write out the notes for fast to aid our learning. So I'm gonna write it out: G, A, B, S, C, B, and we have A, F sharp, and we have G, E, and D. So what was the question? Rewrite this. The question was, rewrite this passage an octave lower in alto and tenor clef. Octave lower. Octave lower. Now we are going to write. First of all, fix your accidental. F sharp. So where is F in the alto clef? Let's find. This is C. This is E. I've already taught this. So this is where our F will now be on alto clef. And on tenor clef, let's fix it at once. This is C. And you can't take F to ledger line, so you find your way around this side to fix your F. So if fourth line is C, third line is A, that means second line will be F. We are going to count to see if we can reach it. Now we have F, G, A, B, C. So we are correct. This G is supposed to be this G. Let's find where this G first is. Now this is G and this is alto clef, where C, middle C is the third line. So from this middle C, let's find G. C, D, E, F, G. That means G is supposed to be this line. This G is here. But since they say octave lower, that means you need to bring the G up an octave lower. Okay, so now let's bring it an octave lower together. Okay, so let's find another G outside here. So another G is going to be here. Now let's see if it's true. A G lower, that's a G lower, an octave lower. Let's see if that is going to be true. Okay, so this is G and A, B, C. So that means it's true. So that means G here, and then here is going to be A. You're done with that one, and then here is going to be B, because after B we will have C, which is this middle. So after B we put on A again, and we put on C. This C is this middle C, and then after C we put on B again. So that means we are done with this now. And then we put at A. Where is A? If this place was G, then this is an A. And then we put at what? F. So where is F? If this is G, then F is going to be this line. So we're done with that, and then we put at G again. And then we put at E and E. Now let's find that this E. Now if the third line is C, D, E, that means E is here, fourth line. And after E, they now put on D. The music has not ended here, but it's for educational purpose. So you have the idea now. It's an octave lower. So you still sing do, re, mi, re, fa, mi, re, ti, do, la, sol, which is still do, re, mi, re, fa, mi, re, ti, do, la, sol. Okay, we are done with the alto clef. Okay, alto clef. Now let's go to the tenor. Let's go to the tenor clef. Okay, now in the tenor clef, we see that middle C is line 4. Now let's see, tenor clef, middle C is line 4. So how can we get this G then? And you see a G lower. If middle C is line 4, that means C, D, E, F, G will be the first ledger line. C, D, E, F, G will be the first ledger line above. But then you are asked to write it an octave lower. So an octave lower of G is here. Now let's see if I'm right. Let's count. So from here we have G, A, B, C. So that means I'm right. That means second line in tenor clef, we have our G. Then from here you do, after G, you now find your A. After A, you now look for your B and A again. After A, you look for your B and A again, and B and A again. Oh, B, A, B, A, C. And B again. So this is B. Now let's see if it is B. If C is the fourth line, that means B is a space before the line. So we have B here, and this is A. And we have C here. And we have B here. Okay, so we are done with bar 2, and then bar 3. We have, let's find where we can get our A and F sharp. So where is A and F sharp here? Let's count, because I want you to understand this. This is C. Fourth line is C. If fourth line is C, space will be B. Third line will be A. Space will be G. Second line will be F. Okay, so let's find our A now. So our A is going to be, if here is C, that means A is going to be here. And if this is A, this is going to be our F sharp, because already this one is here. So this is going to be our F sharp. And then after F sharp, this is going to be our G. And after that, this is going, then now let's find where we have our E. E. So this is C. D, E. So E is fifth line. And then we have D. So we are done with that. So we've successfully rewrite the passage, this passage in both alto and tenor clef. That's fine. Enjoy yourself.